to complain about when it comes to this game, by the way. Like, when it comes to this game, I am just like an ever-flowing fountain of complaints. It's like, hey, Bethesda, you know this thing that you did? Well, that's shit. You know this other thing that you did? That's shit. You know this other thing that you did in this game. In this game in particular, by the way. That's shit. They've done a lot of shit. Like a lot of shit things for other games. One thing in particular that I very much dislike that they've done is fucking basically the oversimplification. The oversimplification of, well, not necessarily the over. Hey, I actually need that for once. That's one of the most useless books, but I could actually use that. Fucking, yeah. When it comes to the fucking every game that Bethesda makes now, one of the huge complaints that I've had is that they streamline the game out of the game. You know, it's like, oh, Morrowind is a complex RPG where you go in and then there's all these numbers they gotta keep track of. It's like there's this intricate character building and a unique leveling system unlike any that you've ever seen. And then in Skyrim, it's just like, you got 3 stats! You got 3 stats! What the fuck's a character class, am I right? When you design your character, you just sort of pick a race. That's it. There it is. There you go. You picked your race. That's your character. Oh, what's that? Anything about classes, birth signs, fucking stats, leveling up, anything? Nope. None of that. You level up. You level up in the same way. I will give them that. They sort of kept that. You level up. You pick one of your 3 stats. One of your 3 stats. And I've heard that a lot of people like that system. You know? I've heard from a lot of people that they're... Oh, God. Oh, God, it fights! Oh, God! My McCree aim! Okay. Where'd it go? There'd it go. Yeah! I've heard from a lot of people that they like how the game's simpler than the old games, you know? Because the old games were overly complicated and this and that and blah, blah, blah. But you've got to realize, from somebody like me who's been playing the Elder Scrolls games for fucking ever, what this is like is surely there's a game that you like, right? There's a game series that you like that doesn't have mass appeal. Like the Elder Scrolls didn't used to, you know? The message that I'm trying to get across here is that in seeking to make their games have more widespread appeal, Bethesda has essentially gotten rid of the mechanics that made their games different. You know? Like the classes and the stats and the leveling and shit like that. They just sort of got rid of that. And they got rid of skills. You know? Which was like... It was like one of the things that made Fallout different. And again, I've heard people say that they like that. It's like, oh, I don't want to be fucking... Is womp a word? Yeah. I've heard a lot of people say, oh man, I like how they got rid of that. Because, you know, I don't like RPGs or whatever. But... That just sucks. You know? It sucks. That's all I'm gonna say. Is that it sucks. I know you didn't like the game. Didn't like that stuff before. But like, that's the equivalent of like, imagine if you had a game you really liked. Let's say that you really liked Battlefield, right? You really like Battlefield 4. And then one of your friends was like, oh, I don't really like Battlefield 4. And you're like, oh, okay. Well, you know, I recognize that, and this is your own decision. And then the next game comes, oh, God, Dogs are come to steal my butthole! What the fuck did they kill? Oh. Oh, it's a rad stag. Okay. How did it die like that? Anyway, yeah, imagine if you really like Battlefield 4, and then your friend was like, oh, I don't really like Battlefield 4. You know, I don't like how they've got, like, that vehicle class thing going on. And then Battlefield 5 came out, and then DICE was like, in order to make the game appeal more to the masses, we've gotten rid of classes and vehicles. Our thing is now essentially an arena shooter, but the arenas are really fucking large. And then you're just like, what? This is terrible. This has made the game objectively worse. But then your friend's like, oh no, but I didn't like that stuff, so it's fine. That's what the argument breaks down to. It's like the game has been drained of its essence. What done went and made the game good, and what has been replaced with it is fucking nothing. God damn it. God damn it. That's all I'm saying. You know? You shouldn't fucking take features out of a game. That's all I'm saying. When it comes to making games, don't take features out. That's bad. You want to put features in. Fire support. Fuck yeah. Brotherhood of Steel all the way. Fuck them synths. Where all the white synths at? Did that car just fall? Okay. You know, what you want to do is you want to make a game that has appeal to it at its core, that makes people want to learn. You know, makes people want to get in there and learn your mechanics, rather than say, oh, fuck it, let's just get rid of the mechanics. If it's like a gateway for people getting it, you don't want that. You don't want that. Because then what you get is it's like a brain dead game. You know, it's like a game that you can spend 411 hours playing and then not remember a goddamn minute of it. Versus New Vegas, which I've played for like half the time, and I swear to God, it feels like I've played 800. Did I actually help? Did I actually help? You're dead. How you doing? How's the family? How's the fam? They're all dead. Ah, yeah, also they changed how ghouls look, and that's just an artistic thing, but I don't really like it. I don't like how the new ghouls look. They look just sort of like Zamblers. And you know, don't get me wrong, I like me a nice Zambler when I see one, you know? But not a fan of these Zamblers, you know? I'm helping. I'm helping. They got McCree aim. Whoop! They got McCree aim worse than I do. Yo, what's up? I shot your guys with you. I'm trying to survive. I'm from Vault 111. Fuck it. Modified the radio tower. Oh no, you gotta go to ArcJet. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna go to ArcJet. Let's get moving. Yeah! I'm going on an adventure with a good friend. Oh no, he's been shot! レベルやったーすごいねサイエンスいやアモレやった Fuck you! That's weird. As soon as I shot her, it changed the Cambridge police station to red. What's weird is that I've accidentally shot people multiple times before, and they were fine with it. You know? Like, I was just sort of going around town, uptown, downtown. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Lag is my middle name. I don't know why exactly this happens, but I've shot people multiple times in previous games, and I always have to shoot them like 5 times in order for them to be like, okay, fuck you, I'm taking your ass down. But then, like, I've been shooting them in this game, and it's not been being good and doing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan? Is he gonna come out? Oh, here he is. Yeah, keep checking your dicks is more like it. Dicks! Just getting fucking ammo. This part of the game is terrible because you just sort of like walk. It almost feels like Bethesda took inspiration from Rockstar on this one. You know? Because what happens frequently in Rockstar games is you go to a place and it's like, yo, what's up? What's up, homie? Or alternatively, yeehaw, cowboy, shoot 'em, skeet 'em, boot 'em. Or whatever the fuck they say in Red Dead. And then you're all like, oh, okay, I'll help you. That's a lot of birds. That's one less birds. What is this? Some sort of porta diner orgy? There actually is a chance. I don't know what the odds are, but there actually is a chance that you get that pie. It heals 20 hit points. There's one porta diner in Nuka World, I think, that seems to have a 100% pie success rate. Not on time, not too late. Shows up exactly when he's needed. That was that's what he said from that movie that he was in. Fucking, the twin, Lord of the Rings, the Twin Towers. You know, when Sauron flew a fucking Boeing 747 into the two towers. That's what that movie was about, right? Yep. A lot of YouTubers have these stories that they tell when they're playing that good vid. You know, like you'll hear these awesome stories where it's like, oh man, my dad once threw me into a river. I don't really have any stories though, honestly. Actually, that's a lie. I got one story I can tell. It's a right good one right here. Let me tell you. You see, a long time ago, when the universe was young, and Michael Jackson wasn't dead. That wasn't a thing yet. Bethesda came to me and he was all like, hey, how you doing? And that didn't happen. But what did happen was I went to Wisconsin. Are we going in? I was in Wisconsin and it was a real good time. I was a younger man then. I was a younger man of at least 43. Probably a bit younger than that, but whatever. You know, who gives two shits? I don't. I was in the Wisconsin, and we were at family get together, and it was a real good family get together. You know, it was like, oh man, we got the food. There was some of that good barbecue there. It was real good. I had some like peanut butter squares. It was real good. But then later on, you know, I was just sort of going around, hanging out, doing this and that, playing at the fucking motherfucking playground, dank ass, you know, just swimming in bitches. Playing at that playground, you know, as one oft does. Fuck the bar. Who needs it? Who fucking needs it? Get out of here. Yeah, playing at that Gucci playground, doing this and that, and then basically everything starts itching at some point. You know, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, hey man, fucking everything's itchy. I don't like it. Everything's itchy. I got like hives everywhere. I didn't know they were hives. You know, I didn't know what a hive was. I knew about bees. No, what the fuck's a synth? So I had hives all over my body, and I was like, man, I'm real fucking itchy. You know, my entire body was itchy. It sucked. It was just a bad time, and it was real bad. Right? That's almost the end of the story. But fun fact, my parents got there later. I was there with my grandparents at the time. My parents got there later. And then my mom, she was all like, hey, my son's kind of having a severe allergic reaction to something. And then everybody was like, oh, fucking. And then, yeah, that was bad. And then later that day, it got worse. Got real worse, let me tell you. Basically, I took some Benadryl. The fucking shit went down. But then later that... Motherfucker, really? But, yeah. fucking later in that day, we were driving home, you know, doing shit, driving home, that normal family shit. I was in a car and we were driving home, and my allergic reaction kicked back up. It was real bad. My tongue had swollen up to the point where I basically couldn't talk, and it was starting to swell up more. So it was like, oh man, I might not be able to breathe at some point. That's not good. And I went to the hospital, and I ended up having to get an injection of some kind. I don't remember what it was, but I had to do that, and it was not a fun time, let me tell you. Because I am somebody who does not deal with needles very well. I've gotten better about it more recently, obviously, because I'm a real big boy now. But at the time, it was pretty bad. Fuck off. Fuck off. Oh shit, dick. Fuck off. Fuck off. Oh. I have not leveled up, game. What the fuck? What is this? What is this game on? Here, let's get this good Institute pissed. Yo, dog. Focused Institute Rife. Oh, fuck yeah. Drop a couple of those. Oh, Jesus. Why is the view model so fucking large? Alright. But, yeah. Yeah, it was real bad. Real bad, let me tell you. I mean, there's just all sorts of shit that went on with my, when I was over at my grandparents' house. You know? There's like a running joke between my mom and them that they were like trying to kill me every year. You know, it was like every year they were just trying a new way to kill me. They weren't actually, but there was shit like that popped up pretty goddamn frequently. And it was funny, you know? And luckily I'm not dead. Luckily I'm not dead, so that's good. But you know it isn't good? The end of the episode, because presumably you're here because you like watching this. And if you don't, then go fucking watch something else. Like, come on, man. If you don't like my shit, then you shouldn't feel obligated to watch. I just do this shit as like a hobby. You know, it's not like my life depends on this or anything. I mean, theoretically, there could be a guy with a gun to my head right behind me being all like, hey, you know, make a new video, fucking play Spore Galactic Adventures, am I right? Because that game isn't fucking super overdone or anything. Nope, that's not the case. It's just, it's not the case, you know? It's not true. Next.